Hi everyone, this is Ellie. The new collab event is now out. Make sure to check the event duration in your time zone. Per usual, I have the link to the official patch notes announcement as well as the link to our community Discord server in the video description. So moving on to the event here. Before we get started, I just want to mention that I have a Twitter account dedicated to Lovebrush Chronicles. If you're interested, check out the video description and pinned comment. Okay, now moving on to the event. The event story is at Heian-kyo Tour in the top right here. So to unlock the event story, you need to spend Dream Talisman, which can be farmed in the stamina farming stages for this event, which I'll touch on a little later. So after the prologue, you'll be able to choose which Melee's route you want to play, and you need to complete the current Melee's route to move on to the next one. Each Melee's route has two phases. The second phase is time-gated. After fully completing a Melee's route, you'll obtain that area's Shikigami commemorative illustra, which are the collab characters and illustras. So each route also drops 6 impressions or letters, and these are recorded in World Impression, which you can access from the main screen at the bottom right, or to the right side here, World Impression, and it basically saves the letters you have here. Also, beyond the letters from the event story, starting from day 2 of the event, this section will also feature tour events where you can select different choices to unlock additional impressions. So keep an eye out for this section here. If we go back to the event main screen, the stamina farming stages are the yokai event in the middle left here. So there are 2 sections which you can switch between at the left side, although the second section has not yet unlocked. So yokai battle, which is the first one that we have here, is the regular stamina farming stages, and yokai repulsion is the challenge mode that will be released later. I will likely put out a video or a post about tips for the challenge mode, so stay tuned for that. So for Yokai Battle, there are 3 difficulties here. The second is unlocked after spending 500 stamina here, and the third is unlocked after spending 1000 stamina here. The first 2 drop both the story unlocking item, which is Dream Talisman, as well as the event shop currency, which is the Bellflower Seal. While the third one here only drops event shop currency, but a greater amount. So per usual, the event illustras do carry drop bonuses for these stages, and you can check the details up here. As a reminder, the bonus you get from each SSR differs based on ult level, so try to borrow the highest ult level assist you can find. For stamina expenditure, the recommendation is to do difficulty 1 63 times so that you can unlock difficulty 2, then farm difficulty 2 until you obtain 9,320 Dream Talisman, which is the total number of story unlocking items needed, and then use some stamina to play the minigame. Yes, the minigame does require stamina, and I'll touch on the details later. And then finally farm difficulty 3 for the event shop. If you go to Kyoto Stall at the bottom right here, this is where you're going to find the event shop. You need to spend 6,000 Bellflower Seal, which is the standard event shop currency, to fully unlock the event shop, which consists of these 2 sections here. Make sure to actually spend the tokens, not just collect them. In the second section here, you'll be able to redeem the 5 event exclusive souvenirs. This requires a different type of token called the Daruma coin, which is obtained from the minigame, and I'll touch on that next. As for the profile items, the event profile background style and avatar frame are from the event shop here, while the avatar is obtained from login. In terms of the materials, it's not worth it to redeem Pictura EXP and Medium Illustra EXP, and you may buy the feather and gold coins as needed. So about the minigame, which is Daruma Workshop at the left here, this is kind of similar to merging games. If listening to me or watching me explain it still sounds confusing to you, just play around with this a little and you'll get a grasp on how it works. So there are 3 types of Darumas: base, which is red, blue, which is the EXP, and grade, which is white. So to get Darumas, you need to fulfill certain criteria in Make Mold at the bottom right here, the second one here, and you click Make, and it says, for example, this one says Illustra level above 1. So you select Illustra level above 1, and just take a look here. Usually there's like an event bonus and level bonus here, so you want to choose the event illustras as well as your higher level illustras. And then, for example, once you choose the illustras that you want to commission, you can choose one of the making times down here. This is the part that does require stamina, and it also requires a lot of time. So make sure to check on this every so often or every interval that you set so that you can get more Darumas. After this, choose one of these, hit Make. You can choose to speed up this process, however, it does require these vouchers, and if you don't have enough vouchers, you have to use diamonds. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Of note, the Daruma you get from this is random, and then once you finish creating these, remember to press demold in place to put them on the shelf, like that. So at the bottom right corner, you can switch between synthesize and displace modes. If at some point you run out of space on the shelf, in displace mode, drag whatever Daruma you don't want to the bottom of the screen here. Drag here to incinerate. So you can combine red and blue Darumas of the same color and Magatama numbers. So the Magatamas are those like comma-shaped things at the bottom of each one. So for example, here I have 2 reds that are both 4 Magatamas, so I'm going to combine those to make a red one with 5 Magatamas. And then the 5 Magatamas with the 5 over here to make a 6 Magatama, which is the maximum, red Daruma. So then you feed the red and blue Darumas to the white Daruma to level it up, like this. Okay, it's generally recommended to merge red and blue Darumas to 6 Magatamas before feeding them to a white one. So for the white Darumas, you can only combine them if they're both max level and have the same Magatama number. So for example, right now I have 2 maxed level white Darumas. They say max at the top here, and they have the same Magatama number 2, so I'm going to merge these. Okay, and I'm going to get a white 3 Magatama Daruma. Once a white Daruma reaches max level and 6 Magatamas, sell it to gain Daruma coins. And these can be used to unlock additional workbenches in Make Mold here, and to redeem souvenirs that I was talking about in the event shop, which you can directly access in Shop Furnishing at the top right here. So after unlocking all the workbenches here, you'll be able to use the autoplay feature for free. If you want to use autoplay before unlocking all the slots, it will cost you diamonds, so it's not recommended to do that. So really the recommendation is to first manually play the minigame until you unlock all workbenches, then you can choose to use autoplay or continue manually to accumulate Daruma coins for the souvenirs. Also a tip is that you should leave a non-max level white Daruma on the shelf when you're merging to other white Darumas, so that excess EXP from a max level can be carried over to the non-max level one here. Now if we take a look back at the event main screen, the daily sign-in at the bottom here, that gets you to the login. The Peddler Rewards, this is the limited time top-up event. I will touch on this in more detail towards the end of this video. And then the Dream Sigil will direct you to the Illustra Gacha. Now, speaking about the Illustra Gacha, per usual, we have the Rate Up Choice feature here. For this event, there are 5 SSRs to choose from. Whichever one you wish for, it's guaranteed that the first event SSR you get is the one you choose. The specific rates are listed in the details up here, and like most events we've had, pity for this banner is shared. So the detailed Illustra guides for this event are already up on my Notion site, which is linked in the video description and in the pinned comment. Before moving on to the cards, there are 2 important things I want to mention. Number 1, if you reach 300 polls on this banner, you'll get a random SSR Illustra box, basically a random permanent SSR prioritizing one you have not yet obtained. I personally don't recommend intentionally going to 300 polls just for this. I don't think that's worth it. And the second thing is there are 5 sequential packs you can buy after pulling on the banner. How it works is that after you do a 10 pull, you'll trigger bonus pack 1, which is this one right here, and the regular one that we have. Then if you purchase bonus pack 1 and pull 1 event SSR, you'll trigger bonus pack 2. Then if you purchase bonus pack 2 and pull 2 event SSRs, you'll trigger bonus pack 3, and so on. Keep in mind that these 5 packs are sequential, meaning if you don't buy the previous one, the next one won't be available. Now, so if we go over the cards for this event, first, taking a look at Alkaid's SSR is an average support type single target that provides some attack buffing and damage reduction. The issues are that the damage reduction is only a one-time thing that needs to be used within 1 turn, and the attack buffing is single target only. The ult effect is quite mediocre, and if this card is incapacitated, it cannot cleanse itself. Ayn SSR is an average freeze team sub-damage dealer that is reliant on teammates to apply Incapacitate and generally performs better on manual. It has the probability to apply Incapacitate on one enemy for 1 turn, and the ult deals more damage to incapacitated targets. This Illustra doesn't have reliable or AoE freeze application, so pair with a teammate that does. Cael's SSR is a dot or damage over time team supportive single target that has good self-survivability but provides no team utility. Its kit is pretty self-sufficient for the most part, but dot cards and teams are still in an awkward state in the game. Clarence's SSR is a decent AoE sub-damage dealer with a very high single-target defense shred, actually the highest in the game, alongside Ayn's House Ballad. I would say that's the only notable part of its kit, since the ult effect of probability to give itself resurrection is useful, but it's unreliable even at max ult level, so you may want to pair this card with effect hit rate buffing teammates. And finally, Lars SSR is a healer with good single-target emergency healing, meaning it can quickly bring up one Illustra's HP. Just looking at the kit, it's honestly not bad, but it is Lars's weakest SSR healer, as other healers either do more healing or provide more utility or both. So in terms of the pull recommendation, for combat purposes alone, I don't recommend pulling any of the Illustras this time. Although if you are in dire need of a healer, I suppose you can consider Lars's, and if you really need an AoE damage dealer, you can consider Clarence's. From an art perspective, I do want to mention that the Ascended versions can be set as the login screen. With that said, please check out my Notion site for Illustra and SSR planning guides. Now, if we take a look at the Pictura, this event's 3-star Pictura is not increased initial ult charge, so from a combat standpoint, it's not worth pulling. Also, something very important to mention is that you can obtain this 3-star Pictura for free on day 11 of login. And you get the same set 2-star Pictura from the event shop, so I wouldn't pull on the Pictura banner at all. There are a couple more important announcements. So first of all, there is a time-limited top-up going on for the duration of this event, and this is the Kepler rewards that you can find from the event main screen. So basically here, depending on how much you top up, you'll get rewarded with paints, enlightenment, and other materials. Notably, reaching 1880 top-up points gets you a Heian-kyo outfit plus background, and then reaching 3280 gets you another Heian-kyo outfit plus background, and an exclusive furniture set for House of Destiny, which is the second floor from the home screen. You can also obtain the outfits via the outfit selection pack. So for example, if you just go to shop, pack, and Oneiric collab here, the Heian-kyo outfit selection pack is a limited purchase of one, and it includes one Heian-kyo outfit plus a background plus 4 paints. And there are just regular outfit packs, which include the Heian-kyo outfit, that male lead's particular date background, and 68 diamonds. And then they've updated the permanent top-up system. So they've expanded to the 18, okay, I'm not even going to read it, but they've expanded 2 more additional stages. They've also added a new dynamic avatar frame, this one here, and a new SSR, which is Clarence's Wizard Heartstrings. So for the new avatar frame, this one actually has 4 seasonal dynamic effects, and along with it, you'll unlock the corresponding new chat box. For players who previously claimed the rewards at stages where Clarence's SSR has been added, you'll receive the new SSR via in-game mail, like this. And my Illustrator guide for Clarence's new SSR is already up on my Notion site, so feel free to check that out. And so that'll be all for the video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.